I'm Sarah. I've been in London for 4 years. I get asked where I'm from quite a lot, and then when I tell them where I'm from, they ask me where I'm really from. I'm from Switzerland. My dad is American and English. My mum's from Eritrea. I run a music venue in East London. I'm 23 years old, turning 24 soon. Real soon. I also manage a band and a jazz trumpet player. I write for a music website. I draw, I take pictures, I write 6-word poetry. I have a cat, Fourchette. I love my cat so much. He's so true to his feelings. Sometimes he loves you and sometimes he really doesn't, and he lets you know, and it's nice. I'm polyamorous. That's me. Polyamory, it's a bunch of relationships. That's just what they are. Because when you're with that person, you're with that person. You never think of anybody else. Or I don't. It's not just the thing of being in an open relationship, which is different, which is more... I mean, the way I understand it, it's more about sex, and it's again having a main partner and just having sex with whoever you want. Whereas polyamorous is actually many loves. And there's no one replacing the other. It's not like there's no void to fill. It's all just actual relationships. Being in this sort of relationship means justifying yourself a lot. And the bit that I'm figuring out is not feeling the need to justify anymore and just be it. And stop convincing people that it's real. I mean, it's only recently that being in London I've started to accept that this is actually real, and it's not just me not being able to make up my mind or something. I was looking through my diaries and there's always like a list of boys that I like, as opposed to like one boy whose name I would write over and over again. It's also the fact that I like girls. I mean, I'm just as attracted to them, and I'm just as in love with them, and I just as much want them, and it's just like anything. Some people are monogamous, some people are polyamorous. It's just that until quite recently, polyamory wasn't even a question. People wouldn't even, that's why it's so uncommon. It's just they wouldn't necessarily question that that's a possibility. Just like sexual orientation, I think we're not all bisexual, we're not all genderless. It's just the fact that we weren't necessarily questioning it until fairly recently. It's not something that you convince yourself to do and then you do it. It's something that you need to understand about yourself and about how you want to give your love and how you want to, what love means. It's caring, really, and a lot of like relationships, they don't actually love at all. They don't give that love at all. They just want you. They want you for them. They don't want to be alone. They want to have you, but they don't love you in any way. I mean, I have like 1 week stands where people, like, we love each other so intensely. And I think it's easier to have that in polyamory because of the fact that you don't constantly require anything from each other. Because I don't feel like I'm not in a relationship and I need to get a boyfriend, yada yada. All my relationships are incredibly pure. Like I chase them because I truly like that person, as opposed to like using them as a stopgap, an emotional or physical stopgap. And so it means that every single one of my relationships, even though, I mean, sometimes it doesn't work, like there is like a pure intent behind them, something tangible and real and not just settled for each other, something where we truly love every bit of our body. When you're seeing two people at once, you're like not in a relationship with either of them, but you're seeing both of them, and then it turns out you do enter a relationship with one of them. What do you do with all the love that you've built up with for the other one? You can't just like, cool, okay, well, you were both auditioning for that role and now it's filled, thank you very much. That's not how it works. It's just you still really like the other person. I mean, I do feel jealousy, and I do feel like a bit of like a squeeze in my heart whenever I see them with other people. But it is something that you need to, like, that's the bit that you need to rationalize. But it is something that happens. I'm not completely free of jealousy or free of anger or free of... But it's more of an intrusive thought as opposed to more of an intrusive emotion. It's something that you can't actually connect to. It's just there. You're like, I don't want it to be there. I don't connect to it intellectually, and it's just there. The whole point of polyamory is we should just all accept that we're independent humans, that we shouldn't force each other's style of love on each other. I mean, currently my biggest problem is really just like microaggressions of people not really understanding what they did wrong or how they were ignorant about something. But really, like, the response that I've been getting most is people actually being curious and being like, I can do that, but that's interesting. I have a massive problem with a phrase, yeah, she's one of the lads, just because I also like girls and because a drummer and such. Like, I have to be one of the lads. And that translates into people not understanding bisexuality either. And just the liberties people take in the comfort of having a binary state of mind. I think we still have so many other issues concerning marriage and sexual orientation and colour and age and such that we still need to figure out before we get to the polyamory thing. There's a lot of people doing things for like self-reward, being in a relationship for self-reward, like just because they need their egos to be polished. And then disregarding a lot of the smaller stuff that really does matter. Bringing the thought the extra mile, you know, like taking interactions or just doing the bare minimum on stuff. I find it really crazy, and it's the same in relationships. Like, the point of polyamory is just understanding that there's so many different types of relationship you can have with different people. There's a few people who I believe I'm in a relationship with and like sleep together, like share a bed, but not necessarily make it about sex in any way. And some people it's just about sex, and some people on like OkCupid, for example, you'd see a lot of people being like, so I'm in a happy polyamorous relationship with my partner, and then there'd be like a link to their page, and then they'd be like, but we've decided to get into this to explore other people, to explore like further into ourselves and such, but that's their main partner. I know a lot of people like this, whereas I'm trying to like get away from having a main partner at all. And having that like independence allows you to like come and go into the love, walk in and out of love with them. People would kind of go, I respect that. I find it fucking weird. No, thank you. It's more about just like empathy, accepting that everybody's actually an independent human being, and that's it. And then just enjoying the moments that they share with you. It's bittersweet, but it's very sweet. And not so bitter. A bit bitter. 2%. Maybe 6%.